Please shine down on you.
What happened in Newtown can happen anywhere, in any instant. Any dad in America could be in my shoes. I've been in this building before, many times, wringing our hands, pleading with legislators, what can we do? Until we finally said, we have to go home and do this ourselves.
Nowhere else do little kids go to school thinking that they might be shot that day.
Music succeeds where politics and religion fails.
I promise to do all I can to protect children from gun violence by supporting and encouraging solutions that create safer and healthier homes, schools, and communities.
Our hearts are broken, our spirit is not, and it is with this knowledge that we move forward with purpose and strength.
This is a promise to truly honor the lives lost by turning our tragedy into a moment of transformation.
This is a promise to be open to all possibilities.
There is no agenda other than to make our community and our nation a safer, better place.
This is a promise to have the conversations on all the issues. Conversations where listening is just as important as speaking.
Where even those with the most opposing views can debate in goodwill.
This is a promise to turn the conversations into actions.
Things must change. This is the time.
This is a promise we made to our precious children.
Because each child, every human life, is filled with promise.
And though we continue to be filled with unbearable pain, we choose love, belief, and hope instead of anger.
This is a promise
to do everything in our power to be remembered not as the town filled with grief and victims, but as the place where real change began.
Our hearts are broken. Our spirit is not.
This is our promise.
The Sandy Hook Promise.
I promise.
I promise.
I promise.
I promise.
Yo prometo.
Join with millions of people who've already made the promise to protect children from gun violence.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our MC for the evening, film, TV, and theater star, James Naughton.
Welcome to the best of Broadway. Your attendance tonight helps Sandy Hook Promise continue its mission to educate and empower youth and adults to prevent what? Further gun violence. We want to say a special thanks to our generous sponsors, the Plotkin family, Wings for Peace, Lamar Advertising, Moffley Media, WMNR Fine Arts Radio, Westport Downtown Association, and Brain Balance Center of Norwalk. Our goal tonight is to raise $100,000 for Sandy Hook Promise. And with your help, and through our auction and donations, we will hit that number by the end of tonight. Isn't that terrific? Yeah, go ahead. We're here tonight to support the vision of Sandy Hook Promise. Close your eyes for a minute. Imagine what a future would look like where children are free from shootings and acts of violence in their schools, their homes, and their communities. It's not a hard thing to imagine. It's the way it used to be. It's the way it was when I was a kid. It's a beautiful and critical vision. Please join me in recognizing and welcoming Sandy Hook Promise co-founder Mark Barden and his wife Jackie, whose son Daniel lost his life in the Sandy Hook Elementary School tragedy on December 14th, 2012. Mark and Jackie, say hello. This evening is about honoring victims of gun violence. And it's also a night when we're going to provide you with an incredible array of entertainment and inspiration. We hope you join us in making the promise to protect children from gun violence. Backstage, we have an extraordinary group of Broadway stars who are raring to go to give you a great show. So sit back and let us do what we love to do, entertain you.
Society go for classical poetry, so to win their hearts one must quote with ease Aeschylus and Euripides. One must know Homer and believe me bold, Sophocles, also Sappho, unless you know Shelley and Keats and Pope. Dainty Debbies will call you a dope, but the poet of them all, who will stardom simply raven, is the poet people call the Bard of Stratford-on-Avon. Brush up your Shakespeare, start quoting him now. Brush up your Shakespeare, and the women you will wow. Just declaim a few lines from Attila, and they'll think you're a hell of a fella. If your blonde won't respond when you flatter her, tell her what Tony told Cleopatra. If her virtue at first she defends well, just remind her that all's well that ends well. Brush up your Shakespeare, and they'll all kowtow. Brush up your Shakespeare, start quoting him now. Brush up your Shakespeare, and the women you will wow. If your girl is a Washington Heights dream, treat the kid to a Midsummer Night's Dream. With the wife of a British ambassador, try a crack out of Troilus and Cressida. If she says she won't buy it or take it, make her take it once more, as you like it. Brush up your Shakespeare, and they'll all kowtow. Brush up your Shakespeare. brush up your Shakespeare. Oh, brush up your Shakespeare. And the women you will want. If you can't be a Hamlet to Hamlet, they will not give a damn or a damlet. Just recite an occasional sonnet, and your lap will have honey upon it. When your baby is playing for pleasure, let her sample your measure for measure. So we say, brush up your Shakespeare, and they all, every one of them will come home. I got the horse right here, his name is Paul Revere, and there's a guy who says if the weather's clear, can do. This guy says the horse can do. If he says the horse can do. I go for Valentine, cause on the morning line, the guy has got him figured at 5 to 9.
But look at Epitaph, he wins it by a half. According to this here in the Telegraph.
For Paul Revere fight, I hear his foot's all right. I've wasted all these pens if it rained last night. I go for Valentine, the morning road's so fine. Beside the jockey's brother's a friend of mine.
Now just a minute, boys, I got the beatbox noise. It says the great-grandfather was equipoised.
I'm talking Paul Revere. Now this is no bum steer. It's from a handicapper that's clear sincere.
I got for Valentine, cause on the morning line, the guy has got him figured at 5 to 9. So make it Epitaph, he wins it by a half. According to this guy in the Telegraph. Epitaph,
Valentine, I got the horse right here. You gotta have heart. All you really need is heart. When the odds are saying you'll never win, that's when the grin should start.
You've gotta have hope. Mustn't sit around and mope. Nothing's half as bad as it may appear. Wait till next year and hope.
When your luck is batting 0, get your chin up off the floor. Mister, you can be a hero. You can open any door. There's nothing to it but to do it. You gotta have heart. Miles and miles and miles of heart. Oh, it's fine to be a genius, of course, but keep that old horse before the cart. First you gotta have heart.
All right, here we go. Ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
Whoa! A great slugger we haven't got.
A great pitcher we haven't got. A great ball club we haven't got. What do we got? We've got heart. All you really need is heart. When the odds are saying you'll never win, that's when the grin should start. We've got hope. We don't sit around and mope.
Not a solitary sob that we heave,
mister, 'cause we've got hope. We're so happy that we're humming. Hum, hum, hum. It's the hardy thing to do. Hoo, hoo, hoo.
The ship will come in.
Hum, hum, hum. So it's 10 years overdue. Boo, hoo, hoo. We've got heart.
what the heck's the use of crying? Why should we curse?
We gotta get better, 'cause we can't get worse. And to add to it, we got hard. We got hard. We got hard.
Please welcome Scott Mikita and Frank Mastrone singing from one of our most beloved musicals, Man of La Mancha, the funny story of the mad but kind and chivalrous elderly nobleman Don Quixote.
I shall impersonate a man. Come, enter with me into the world of imagination and see him. His name Alonso Quijana, a country squire no longer young. Being retired, he has much time for books, and he reads from the morning till the night and often through the night as well. But all that he reads oppresses him, fills him with indignation at man's inhumanity to man. He broods and he broods and he broods, and from so much brooding, his brains dry up. He conceives the strangest project ever imagined, to become a knight-errant and sally forth into the world to right all wrongs. No longer as plain Alonso Quijana, no, but as the dauntless knight known as Don Quixote de la Mancha. Hear me now, O thou bleak and unbearable world, thou art base and debauched as can be. For a knight with his banners all bravely unfurled now hurls down his gauntlet to thee. I am Don Quixote, the Lord of La Mancha. My destiny calls and I go, and the wild winds of fortune will carry me onward, whithersoever they blow. Whithersoever they blow, onward to glory I go.
I'm Sancho, yes, I'm Sancho. I follow my master till the end. I'll tell all the world proudly, I'm his squire, I'm his friend.
Hear me, heathens and wizards and serpents of sin, all your dastardly doings are past. For a holy endeavor is now to begin, and virtue shall triumph at last. I'm Sancho, yes, I'm Sancho. I follow my master till the end, and the wild winds of fortune will carry me proudly. I'm his squire, I'm his friend. Whithersoever they blow, onward to glory I go.
How about this incredible band, huh? Dulcinea. So Alonso Quijana, in the form of Don Quixote, sees the world not as it is, but as he wishes it to be. And so he sees the prostitute Aldonza as his lady in waiting. And as Aldonza begins to believe that she's better than her station, She has some trouble with the muleteers. And one night after a very bad experience, she's limping back to her home. And she sees Don Quixote holding vigil. And she says to him, "Why do you do these things?" And he says, "What things, my lady?" She says, "These things, these crazy things that you do." He says, "My lady, I hope to bring some small measure of grace to the world." And she says, "But you are going to take such a beating." And he says, "My lady, whether I win or lose does not matter. The only thing that matters is that I follow the quest." Oh, the quest. The mission of each true knight. His duty. Nay, his privilege to dream the impossible dream. To fight the unbeatable foe. To bear with unbearable sorrow. To run where the brave dare not go. To right the unrightable wrong. To love pure and chaste from afar. To strive when your arms are too weary. To reach the unreachable star. This is my quest, to follow that star. No matter how hopeless, no matter how far. To fight for the right without question or pause. To be willing to march into hell for a heavenly cause. And I know if I'll only be true to this glorious quest, that my heart will lie peaceful and calm when I'm laid to my rest. And the world will be better for this, that one man, scorned and covered with scars, still strove with his last ounce of courage to reach the unreachable star.
The Phantom of the Opera opened in January of 1988 and closed in April 2023. A total of 35 years and 13,981 performances, making it the longest-running musical in Broadway history. The 11 performers that are about to take stage right here on our stage were a large part of that legacy from the first to the very last show. If we add up the number of performances and the years that these actors here logged collectively, we get over 32,000 shows and 77 years. Simply amazing. Let me introduce them to you. First off, she was an original cast member as a ballerina of the Opera Populaire, and later performed the role of Christine Daae in the national tour. With 6.5 years and 3,100 shows, welcome Dodie Pettit. He is the only actor to have portrayed the role of the Phantom as well as Jean Valjean in Les Mis, and the title roles in Jekyll and Hyde. Say hello to Craig Schulman. He performed the role of the Phantom on Broadway and on tour in more than 24 states. With 3,787 performances over 28 years, here is Ted Keegan. She starred as Christine Daae in The Phantom of the Opera with Colm Wilkinson and performed in the worldwide tour of the music of Andrew Lloyd Webber with Michael Crawford. Welcome, Gay Willis. She was an original cast member as a ballerina of the Opera Populaire and became assistant dance captain of the production. With 15 and a half years and over 6,000 shows, it's Lorie MacPherson. He appeared in Phantom as a swing, where he held over a dozen roles in his head at all times, if you can imagine such a thing. With over 20 years and 7,500 shows, welcome Scott Mikita. He made his Broadway debut as an original cast member with nearly 9 years and 4,000 performances. Give a round of applause for Frank Mastrone. She performed the coveted role of Carlotta Giudicelli in the Broadway company with 8 years and 3,200 shows. Welcome longtime resident of Fairfield County, here's Terry Eldh. She was the dance captain of the Broadway company and worked with choreographer Gillian Lynn and director Hal Prince for a total of 16 years. 6,656 shows. Let's give a hand to Harriet Clark. He made his Broadway debut in Phantom, and for over 5 years he performed on Broadway and on tour, playing Raoul, the Phantom, and 8 other roles. With over 2,000 performances, say hello to Keith Buterbaugh. And finally, he joined the Broadway company and played multiple parts in the show, including Raoul. And if that weren't enough, you might recognize him as you came in tonight, as he is now the house manager of the SHU Theater, right here. With a total of 10 years and over 4,000 shows, welcome Gary Lindemann. And now you are about to witness something really incredible. One of the most incredible medleys that any of us will ever hear. Take it.
In sleep he sang to me, in dreams he came, that voice which calls to me and speaks my name. And do I dream again? For now I find the Phantom of the Opera is there inside my mind.
Sing once again with me, our strange duet. My power over you grows stronger yet. And though you turn from me to glance behind, the Phantom of the Opera is there inside your mind.
Think of me fondly when we've said goodbye. Remember me every so often. Promise me you'll try. On that day, that not so distant day, when you are far away and free. If you ever find a moment, spare a thought for me. Wishing you were somehow here again. Wishing you were somehow near. Sometimes it seemed if I just dreamed, somehow you would be here. Wishing I could hear your voice again, knowing that I never dreaming of you won't help me to do all that you dreamed I could. I'll sing bells and scolded angels, cold and monumental. Sing for you the wrong companions. You were warm and gentle. Try to forgive, tidy back tears. Why can't the past just die? Wishing you were somehow here again, knowing we must say goodbye. Try to forgive, teach me to give me the strength to try. No more memories, no more silent tears, no easing across the wasted years. Help me say goodbye. Help me say
No more talk of darkness, forget these wide-eyed fears. I'm here, nothing will harm you. My words will warm and calm you. Let me be your freedom. Let daylight dry your tears. I'm here with you beside you, to guard you and to guide you.
Say you'll love me everywhere. promise me that all you say is true. That's all I ask of
And say you'll share with me one night each morning. Say the word and I will follow you. Share each day with me, each night, each morning. Anywhere you go, let me go too. Love me, that's all I ask of you.
Your public needs you. We need you too.
Would you not rather have your precious little ingenue?
Signora, no. The world wants you. Prima donna, first lady of the stage, your devotees are on their knees to implore you. Can you bow out when they're shouting your name? Think of how they all adore you. Prima donna, enchant us once again. Think of your muse and of the cues round the theater. Can you deny us the triumph in store? Sing prima donna once more. Spoke of an angel. Think of your public.
But there's a public who needs
Hear your voice like you to an angel. So we get our rock angels, leading ladies are a
you'll sing again into
surely there'll be further things. Watch them reject the lever diva, happy to relieve a chorus girl who's gone and slept with a patron. Now us who bred and vowed in love to wed, although he made him learn, he must have been with her. You'd never get away with all this ill play, but if it's loudly sung and in a foreign tongue, it's just the sort of story audiences adore. In fact, the perfect opera. A nation wins, and how it hates lying on the stage with an able rapport. Sing prima donna
So, it is to be war between us. If my instructions are not met, a disaster beyond your imagination will occur. Nighttime sharpens, heightens each sensation.
Darkness stirs and wakes imagination.
Silently the senses abandon their defenses.
Slowly, gently, night unfurls its splendor.
Grasp it, sense it, tremulous and tender.
Turn your face away from the garish light of day.
Turn your thoughts away from cold, unfeeling light, and listen to the music of the night. Close your eyes and surrender to your darkest dreams.
Purge your thoughts of the life you knew before. Close your eyes, let your spirit start to soar. And you'll live as you've never lived before. Softly, deftly, music shall caress you. Hear it, feel it, secretly possess you. Open up your mind, let your fantasies unwind in this darkness which you know you cannot fight. The darkness of the music of the night. Let your mind start a journey through a strange new world. Leave all thoughts of the world you knew before. Let your soul take you where you long to be. Only then can you belong to floating, falling, sweet intoxication. Touch me, trust me, savor each sensation. Let the dream begin, let your darker side give in to the power of the music that I write. The power of the music of the night.
In the mid-1980s, I was doing a play up at the Williamstown Theater Festival by a guy named Schnitzler, with a very verbose translation by Tom Stoppard, which is what he's known for. Thousands, it seems, of lines that we had to learn. I was playing a character named Friedrich. Not a very nice guy, Friedrich. Friedrich von Hofer was his name. My wife was playing the beatific Genya, of course. That was played by Blythe Danner. And we were working very hard learning our thousands of lines, or so it seemed, in a very short rehearsal period, when the director of the cabaret came over. See, we did a cabaret up in Williamstown back in those days. After the play, we'd all go out to a restaurant together, and the audience would come, and the cast would show up, and we'd have music. And it went on much too late, too many nights during the week. We were always exhausted, which made learning your lines even that much more difficult. But our director said to me, Jimmy, next week we're doing a cabaret, the theme of which is places. So they were doing songs like By the Time I Get to Phoenix, I Left My Heart in San Francisco, songs like that. She said, we get this song we thought maybe you'd like to do. And I said, Debbie, I can't possibly come over and I can't do anything else. I'm trying to learn my thousands of lines. She said, just come over and listen to the song, will you? So we went over to the cabaret office, and they put on a tape. Remember those? A little reel-to-reel tape. Might have actually been one of those other kinds of tapes. And this guy started to sing this song, and boy, was it fun. And the more we listened to it, everybody in the room was smiling, and I said, there are more words in this song than I have in the play. I couldn't possibly learn this. When does this cabaret start? She said, 7 or 8 days from today. I went, well, I couldn't learn it in that short a time anyway. So I went back to work. Now, I told you Friedrich, he was not a very nice guy. You see, Friedrich messed around on his wife, and she knew it. And he knew that she knew it. And this didn't sit very well with Friedrich, because it meant that he wasn't really worthy of her. And so he did what any self-respecting fellow would do. He went out and set her up with the young Lieutenant Otto. And then he witnessed their assignation. And then he did what any self-respecting 19th century pre-Freudian Austrian gentleman would do. He went out and shot Otto dead. As I say, Friedrich was not a very nice guy. And when you're living with a character like that, when you're playing a character, you have to get into his skin. And there wasn't a lot of fun to be had living with Friedrich morning, noon, and night. And I was looking out at the lawn outside the Williamstown Theater Festival, and people were having lunch and cocktails on the lawn. And I was living with Friedrich. And I started thinking, boy, it's the summertime. I'm not having much fun here. I should be doing something that would be fun. And I thought, ooh, that song by Hank Snow that I heard last week, that would be fun. Maybe I should go back. I went over and I said, how many days have we got? How many days have we got until the cabaret starts? And she said, well, now you've got 5. I went, 5 days? Oh, my God. Well, I was desperate for fun. This is what an actor does when he's desperate for fun. And so I said, well, okay, give it to me. Let's see what I can do with this. I was toting my pack along the dusty Winnemucca road when along came a semi with a high and canvas-covered load. If you're going to Winnemucca, Mac, with me you can ride. So I climbed into the cab, and as I settled back inside, he asked me if I'd seen a road with so much dust and sand, and I said, listen, bud, I've traveled every road in this here land. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Crossed deserts bare, man. And I've breathed the mountain air, man. Travel, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. Okay, here we go. I've been to Pittsburgh, Parkersburg, Brattleboro, Colorado, Allisburg, Licksburg, Vicksburg, El Dorado, Laramie, Altamont, After, Chattanooga, Chaska, Nebraska, Alaska, Okalina, Caribou, Waterloo, Kalamazoo, Kansas City, Sioux City, City, Dodge City. What a pity. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man, across the deserts, bare, man, and I've breathed the mountain air, man. Travel, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. No. This is hard enough. You don't need to. Okay, all right. Louisville, Nashville, Knoxville, Armabucca, Sharpsville, Jacksville, Waterville, Costa Rica, Pittsfield, Smithfield, Shreveport, Shreveport, Hackensack, Parmalat, Cadillac, Davenport, Idaho, Jalico, Argentina, Dalapina, Catalina, Pasadena. See what I mean, sir? I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Across the deserts, bare, man, and I've breathed the mountain air, man. Travel, I've had my share, man. I've been everywhere. Hey, guys, hey. What is this, huh? You and I have to have a conversation after this song's over, you know. We don't need to... All right, here we go. I got this. Boston, Charleston, Dayton, Louisiana, Washington, Houston, Kingston, Texarkana, Monterey, Faraday, Santa Fe, Tallahatchie, Glen Rock, Flick Rock, Little Rock, Tennessee, Hennessy, Chisholm, Lake, Rattle Lake, Devil's Lake, Crater Lake, Pete's Lake. All right, is that what you got? Huh? Is that all you got? Come on, you call that fast? I don't call that fast. Come on now, let's go. That's fast. Whoa. 1, 2, 3. Reno, Chicago, Fargo, Minnesota, Buffalo, Toronto, Winslow, Sarasota, Wichita, Tulsa, Ottawa, Oklahoma, Tampa, Panama, Manitoba, Oklahoma, Bangor, Baltimore, Salvador, Tocqueville, Barranquilla, Evansville, I'm killer. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Across desert, fair, man. I've breathed the mountain air, man. Travel, I've had my share, man. Ain't no place I haven't been. Well, I've been everywhere. Thank you. I have a great honor and pleasure to introduce to you someone who's come to share tonight with us. He's a very important person on this cause and to all of our lives. He's a friend and he shows up when you ask him to. His father fled Nazi Germany at age 18. His mother left Nebraska farmland to become a social worker. U.S. Senator Richard Blumenthal was raised with a deep dedication to public service, a duty to give back by helping others, and a bedrock belief in hard work. In 2010, Senator Blumenthal was elected to represent Connecticut in the Senate. He's committed to enacting common sense gun prevention measures that will save lives and will honor with action those whose lives were taken by gun violence. Senator Blumenthal has led the charge to close glaring loopholes in federal law that allow dangerous individuals to purchase and own firearms. He'll never stop pushing for common sense gun violence prevention measures because he believes that enough is enough. Please welcome my friend and yours, Senator Richard Blumenthal.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, tonight is the fulfillment of a lifelong ambition to be on the same stage with Jim Naughton. And here I am, playing a United States Senator. What could be better, except you don't want to hear me sing. I want to just thank all of the great performers who have lent their incredible talent to this critical cause. Jim, all of you who have appeared tonight and will appear, and to a wonderful orchestra. Let's give it up for them. And maybe most important, all of you who are part of this remarkable evening, lending your name, your resources to this critical cause. You know, Sandy Hook Promise is saving lives. I know it's saving lives because they worked with Senator Murphy and me on passing the bipartisan Safer Communities Act, which is saving lives. They are working on programs in our schools all across the country and measurably are saving lives. And they have started education for kids that teaches them to use their words, not weapons, when they have disagreements, and we all have disagreements. Tonight you are supporting the survivors who started this great organization. Mark Barden, Nicole Hockley, I think Dawn Lyons is also here. I want to thank Dodie Pettit for her leadership in bringing tonight together. And even as we speak, people are dying of gun violence, which is why we need to redouble our efforts. And to be inspired by this wonderful talent and great evening to tell America enough is enough. And to continue telling our politicians we need common sense measures against gun violence, because we know from the bipartisan Safer Communities Act we can save lives, just as Sandy Hook Promise is saving lives. And I'll just finish on this note. You know, we're part of a movement. It's not just this moment, it is a movement, much like the Civil Rights Movement, growing in states, growing in localities. 90+% of America wants better background checks, more red flag laws, a ban on assault weapons, common sense measures that we know work. So thank you to all of you. Connecticut has some of the strongest gun violence prevention laws in the country, but you know, guns don't respect state boundaries. And we're only as strong in Connecticut as the weakest states, which is why we need more national laws, we need more state laws, and part of our movement is to accomplish at the national level what we need to do to save lives and help Sandy Hook Promise fulfill its great mission. Thank you all for being here tonight. You are making a difference. And America is grateful to you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Jim Naughton. And thank you all.